in just a few short hours, I've got a monster drive ahead of me, driving all the way down to beautiful Got Samui for the Sawatdi.com Regatta 2009 Samui, which is the new name for the Samui Regatta, sponsored by Sawatdi.com. And the man responsible for making me drive, I think it's like 14 hours, is Callum Lang, the chairman of Sawatdi.com Regatta 2009. So, Callum, thanks very much for joining us on Morning Tour.
Thank you.
And looking forward to getting an update of what's going on this year for the regatta. But before we do that, you know how people describe you? We were talking about it before you came into the studio, and people were saying, oh, Callum Lang, that's the businessman activist. Do you have any idea why they call you a businessman activist?
Well, yeah, a couple of people have called me a social entrepreneur. It's what we try and do with all of the businesses that we're involved in is to make sure that they're more than just a business, that they're actually contributing back. So as an example, the regatta as a business, we'll talk about later, gives a lot back to the island.
Well, one of the things on the Samui Regatta site is there's a lot more connectivity and a lot more people talking to each other, because this is one of the most eagerly awaited yachting events. I can assure you it's the favourite on most yachties' calendar per year. Beautiful island, beautiful weather, sometimes there's wind, sometimes there's not. That's the lottery of sailing. What's different for this year, 2009, compared to the previous 5 years?
Previous 7 years.
7 years?
7 years. This is the 8th year.
Time flies.
It does. It's been a really interesting year because the regatta itself has, as you say, it has a unique magic to it. People love the regatta. So our challenge this year has been, how do we share it with more people without taking away from the nice island feel that it's got. So you've already mentioned one of the things that we've started to do. We've been very, very active using the Web 2.0 tools and techniques. So our website is very community-based. We have people uploading videos from last year, photos, discussing what's going on. That's great. We use tools like Twitter, send out daily alerts of what's happening. So that's one part of it. But a big part of it is making it more inclusive. So what that means to us is there's a lot of companies on the island that are backing this event because it's obviously, it's a great thing for the island. We wanted to make sure that they were able to sort of become more involved in it. So this year, for the first year, we have spectator boats.
Get people out on the water.
Get people out on the yacht. So we've got these huge yachts. They've got air conditioning, they've got food, they've got drink, everything you could possibly need. And so people can buy day tickets. They can go out on these boats. You get a phenomenal view of the racing because you're actually higher than a lot of the boats. So you're looking down onto the boat. So that's fantastic. This year as well, we have a spectator bar that will be serving all throughout the week, that will have a screen up showing photos, videos. We're even implementing, through a company called Map My Tracks, tracking of the yachts. So each yacht will have a GPS phone, so we'll be able to see on the website and on the live screen where the boats are going when they go
who's doing
off
well,
the horizon.
who's doing badly.
Exactly. So it's
scary
really
stuff if you're the ones steering the boat.
Yeah, absolutely.
See all your mistakes.
We'll see your mistakes. Yeah. But really, this year it's about extending the reach of the regatta and just letting more people get involved. And Samui as an island has so much to offer, as you know. So I already know of families coming from Hong Kong who are coming down. They've booked a couple of days on the on the spectator yacht, and then they're going off to do spa treatments and that sort of stuff.
So for somebody who's not so keen on sailing, it's a nice thing to look at. Similar approach to polo. I have no idea how to ride a horse, but I like going to the polo. It's fun to watch. It's a nice day out. That kind of approach has now been rolled out for sailing.
Absolutely.
It must be one of the first times, other than the America's Cup, that people have actually thought, oh, somebody might actually want to watch this.
Yeah, well, I think, especially in Asia, I think more if you look in Australia or you look some of the places in Europe, like Cowes Week, they're huge events. And I mean, you know yourself that the sport is beautiful, but not everyone wants to be in the sun and the wind for that length of period. But it's a great sport to watch if you can provide the facilities for that. And just we've got a lot of people coming down from Bangkok, and it's the first time they've had a chance to witness something up close and personal.
And the Seatran boat, to give you an idea, it's not like my little boat that can only have 4 people. This can hold, what, hundreds of people?
It's got a capacity for 130. We're limiting it to 70, so there's plenty of space.
People can sit inside, it's air-conditioned, they can sleep.
Sunbathing decks, there's air conditioning.
They can watch the race and watch TV.
Yeah.
Order food, drinks,
all
everything's laid on. So really something quite different, I think, and a real innovation in terms of the world of sailing here in Thailand. Now, just getting back to the regatta, are we going to see the big boats? Frank Pong, Neil Pride, are they all confirmed to come?
Absolutely. So Frank Pong, who you mentioned, who has Jellicoe Boracay, which is coming in. I think he's been in every single regatta that we've had. Neil Pride from Hi-Fi, he's actually the winner of the Asian Yachting Grand Prix this year. He'll be there claiming his prize. Ray Roberts, who won it last year. So this is again the other thing. These are some of the top sailors in the world, and we've got Ichiban, some of the top guys from Australia are going to be here. And it's so great for spectators because you get to see it up close, and then you can go and have a beer with these guys on the beach afterwards. So it's a really, really nice event for that.
So for Morning Talk viewers out there that are thinking, oh, this sounds interesting, I haven't been to Samui for a while, Bangkok Airways, they've got some cheap flights at the moment. Yeah. What do they do to get on the spectator boat?
Well, I mean, this is really where our naming rights partner, Sawadee.com, comes in, because Sawadee.com is actually an island-based inbound booking agency. Now, obviously, globally it's been a tough time, but these guys have really said, look, we want to get behind this event, we really want to bring this to a wider audience. So on our website and on the Sawadee.com website, you can get packages which include flights, it includes hotels, it includes spectator boats. So everything's been done for you, and that definitely is.
Book it.
Yeah, and that definitely is the first time that's been done, and it's really great in terms of increasing our reach around the globe. So very exciting.
Well, only a couple of days to go. It starts next Monday, running all the way through to the following Saturday on June the 6th. So for those of you watching Morning Talk and thinking, I want to go and give that guy Kipsan a bit of a bollocking about the story that he did about this or that, don't worry, I'm there. I'll be listening to every word that you have to say, and we'd love to have you down at the regatta. Speaking on behalf of the sailors, it's always nice to have some people cheering or booing you from the Peanut Gallery. Callum, thanks very much for joining us here on Morning Talk. And best of luck with the regatta.
Great, thanks very much.
There's more coming up after the break. Please stay tuned.
In true Thai spirit, we're getting our home ready to welcome you. Come and discover our 7 wonders, only in amazing Thailand.